You do not need these baby products to experience that love, that bonding with your baby. You do not need them to get through the day, but they sure do help. What's up, everyone? I hope you are enjoying these last few weeks of summer. For me, I'm completely over it. I think going forward, I'm going to let my son's birthday, which is August 20th, be my end of summer. Like, no need to wait until Labor Day. We can just be done with it. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite baby products from the entire first year. I've done a couple of these videos, like I think I did a newborn product video, maybe months 4 to 6, but this one is just going to be like my die-hard favorites from the whole first year, things I would recommend to friends, families, you guys on YouTube. Let's just get started. The first baby product that is absolutely essential, we have used it every single day since the day he was born, is a sound machine. We have two that I want to recommend. The first one is Mila the monkey. Mila is portable, so her little tail wraps on strollers, car seats, pack and plays. We used her with the Snoo. The Snoo has a built-in sound machine, but we wanted it extra loud. And Mila is great, and Mila was a real lifesaver during some long car rides when he was a baby. Unfortunately, we went camping last week and we brought Mila thinking, she's portable, we'll just charge her throughout the day, it'll be great. She was not loud enough. You could hear everything going on in the campground over the sound machine. I still recommend Mila. Actual sleeping situations when you need a loud sound machine, you're gonna want the Hatch. I don't know why, but we waited to get the Hatch. I don't think we got it until he was 5 or 6 months old. And this thing is unbelievable. It's amazing. First of all, it has so many different sounds and it lights up, and you can use the app to coordinate what sound goes with what color, if you just want sound, if you just want color. So it's like a little night light too. So when you're doing those middle of the night diaper changes and feeds, you have that light and you can control how bright or dark it is. We don't even have it halfway up of the volume because it's right next to his head, but there's no way he's gonna hear me talking and I'm 10 feet from his room. So the Hatch is amazing. If they came out with a portable Hatch, then Mila might have to go to the curb. For now, we got Mila portable and we have the Hatch in his room, and I love sound machines. They help your baby sleep so well. They allow you to have a life after your baby goes to sleep because you can actually make noise. Next thing I want to talk about is food related stuff. So I really recommend the Philips Advent bottles. This is obviously so particular for every baby. Simon had colic and we used Dr. Brown's anti-colic bottles and we never really liked them. The worst part was that they would get clogged a lot. He would be drinking his milk for a couple minutes and then he would start crying, and I would look over and the milk had not gone down at all. So I would try and suck on the bottle and nothing would come out. There was no visible clog, but nothing was coming out of the bottles, and then they started leaking. We were done with Dr. Brown's at that point. We switched to the Philips Advent bottles. They do the same thing. They have anti-colic bottles, but they're much easier to clean. When your baby is past that stage where they don't need help with the colic, you just take out the little blue attachment and then it's a regular bottle. You can just switch out the nipples as they get older and then it will last them the whole first year. They're almost too good because we are trying to wean him off the bottle and he is not having it. This kid is going to get married with his baby bottle because he is not giving it up. Along the lines of food, bamboo plates. The suction on these things is so incredibly strong. You're gonna need a forklift. They have a little tab that you pull on and it comes off, but you can yank on that thing and it will not move. And we tried 3 or 4 plates before the bamboo ones. All the baby could rip them off. I felt like I was doing something wrong, and now I know the suction just sucked on them. The bamboo ones are really cute. They're made of bamboo and they come in all these different animal shapes, and then they have bowls too. And only con I have to say about the bamboo plates is they are small. They're really small. And I mean, we had tried a couple plates before them and all those other plates were bigger. So then when we got to the bamboo ones, I was like, where does the rest of his food go? But you know, we just work around that. We give him a plate full. If he wants more, I just refill the plate for a second time. Moving back to the nursery, Boudoireau's butt paste. That stuff works really, really well. My stepsister has 3 boys. She recommended it to me when I was pregnant and I was not disappointed. He hardly ever gets diaper rashes, and if he starts to get a little red, we just put some of the butt paste on and it's gone by the next diaper change. Like, it works so quickly. But I just like want to make it known that we have not had any crazy severe diaper rashes to reference. He gets very mild ones, but it works great on those. The next thing I wanted to recommend is the Kite sleep sack. They are a little bit pricey. It's like $50 for one sleep sack, but they are super high quality and they're so cozy. I want Kite to make an adult size sleep sack. Maybe that would just be called a blanket. And I think they do make blankets. But I want like my own Kite bedding because it is so cozy. And you know, when your baby isn't supposed to be using blankets, you want them to still have that same cozy feeling, and Kite sleep sacks are that feeling. They feel like a comforter and they're huge. Like, Simon has the 6 to 18 month one and he still has plenty of room to go, which says something because he wears like 18 to 24, sometimes 2T clothing. So the fact that he's fitting into the 6 to 18 month one still speaks volumes about their sizing. I have 2 and I just rotate them, and they come in 3 different warmness levels. We just use like the basic one, the medium, and they come in like so many colors, so many cute designs. I think they sell them definitely on the Kite website, and then I think they sell them at Target too, so you can look into that. The next thing I want to talk about is how important it is to get a good stroller. If you guys don't know, my first video ever on YouTube was my Mockingbird stroller review, and then the one that came after that, which was actually a more popular video, was why I sold my Mockingbird. And if you watch that, I basically talked about how it had some like design quirks that really made it not comfortable to walk in. And like, I don't know if it was the stroller, if it was my body, I think it was just a mix of both. We just did not mesh well, and I'm so happy in hindsight that I did decide to get rid of that stroller, because knowing now how much we use our stroller and how much we go for walks, I would have been so miserable with that stroller because it just was not comfortable at all. So I'm not going to like recommend my specific stroller that I have, because I ended up getting a used UPPAbaby Cruise, and I know like UPPAbaby is just so expensive. So I'm not going to like say you need an UPPAbaby. I'm just going to say find a stroller that is like comfortable for you. You know, if you're pushing it and you are like, that's really annoying, you don't have to like get past that. There are strollers that are gonna meet what you need. For example, the Mockingbird one had this bar in between the back wheels that I kicked every single time I took a step because I have a long stride, I'm very tall, and it was just the way the stroller was designed. The UPPAbaby and many other strollers don't have that bar, and so it's a way more comfortable fit for me. And I think you just need to find what's a comfortable fit for you if you're going to be using your stroller a lot. Like, there are so many strollers out there. You do not need to settle for one that has like something annoying about it that's going to bother you every time you use it. I have 2 more things. The next one is the Skip Hop activity table. I talked about this in one of my other product review videos because it is a lifesaver. I remember at 4 months, Simon started being like way more observant and he wanted to play, but he couldn't even like roll over or crawl yet. And I remember calling my mom and being like, I just don't know what to do with him. Like, do I hold him all day? We can only do tummy time for so long. What do I do to entertain this baby? We went and we got the Skip Hop activity table, and it changed everything. So the baby can stand in it, they can spin around in it using their own like body weight. There's toys and you can attach more toys. It introduced him to new toys that he actually had to use his brain to like figure out how to move them. I feel like the second we put him in that is when we really started seeing a change in him as a baby, seeing him be more curious about things and wanting to play with things and wanting to figure toys out. So it was amazing. And then for me, I could put him in it. I could make breakfast. I could take a shower. I could go to the bathroom. Like, I could finally do things because I wasn't holding him all all day long. It's good for older kids too. Like you can take the seat out and just turn it into a flat table. Right now he's not really into it because Simon only wants to like rearrange our furniture and destroy stuff. Hoping when he's a little older and he gets into like coloring and clay and stuff, maybe he'll want to stand at it and play with it. Otherwise we'll just like move it out until the next baby. And the last thing is some sort of wagon or push walker. Our pediatrician's office has a policy against walkers. They talk about it at your baby's 6-month appointment that they don't want them to use walkers. We ended up getting him the Radio Flyer red wooden wagon, and he loves it. In the beginning it was a little too light for him, so we had to put weights in it so that he could push it and it wouldn't like roll away from him, but because his legs like weren't moving that fast yet. But now the kid like runs with this wagon. He puts things in it, he puts the cats in it, he climbs in it himself. It just made him obsessed with moving, and that is chaotic for me, but it's really good for him developmentally. All he wants to do now is push stuff. I took him to my friend's house the other day and he literally rearranged her entire patio. It was like, oh my God, Simon loves pushing stuff. Like we'll go outside, he'll push his wagon, then he'll walk over to his like little red car thing and he'll climb in that, and then he'll climb out and then he'll push that. In our house we have like a poof footrest. He's constantly pushing that around, and now he can walk, and so he enjoys pushing his wagon, but he doesn't need it anymore. But I firmly believe that the reason he's walking as well as he is now, like he's almost running, is because he spent so much time pushing that wagon. He was obsessed with it. He never ever wanted to stop playing with it. So that is it. I did have one honorable mention, and that is my Snoo. I'm saying it's an honorable mention because I cannot sit here in good conscience and recommend a bed that's like $1,200 plus tax to you and say that you absolutely need it. For us, it was a really incredible resource. Like we had a different bassinet. We had a Graco one that kind of rocked, did something similar to the Snoo. It was really a nightmare bed for our baby. He hated it. He couldn't sleep laying down. Like we literally had to put him to sleep sitting up and then slide him down after he passed out. And as soon as we switched to the Snoo, that problem went away, and he is a great sleeper. I love the Snoo. I consider it a really good investment, and now one of my friends who has a newborn is using it for her baby. I am very happy that we have that going forward for our future children. So if you want to look more into the Snoo, I did a whole video about it, 30 Nights of Sleep, so you can check that out on my channel. If you want to invest in that, if you are in a financial position where that is not a big deal for you, then yeah, look into it. Or if you have friends and family that want to go in on a big gift for you, yeah, sure, the Snoo is great. I really recommend it, but I'm not going to say you need it to get your baby to go to sleep, because I know plenty of people whose babies sleep through the night without the Snoo. So that is going to wrap this up. Those are my favorite baby products from the entire first year. I cannot believe my kid is going to be a year old in a few days. I think I'm going to have a breakdown on Friday when it happens, because it went by so fast. Becoming a mom has been such a fulfilling experience. You do not need these baby products to experience that love, that bonding with your baby. You do not need them to get through the day, but they sure do help. So if you watched this whole video and you enjoyed my content, please hit the red subscribe button under my face right now. I would love to have you come back to my channel another time. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bye.